Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Lisa, and today I wanted to play with some of my new freebies, but when I walked into my room, I said, oh, this is too much of a mess. So I'm just going to give you a quick rundown of what it looks like now, and then I will come back and let you know how it looks afterwards. So I just have a ton of stuff sitting on top of the tables, really nowhere to spread out, and stamps I need to use are just kind of buried. You know how that goes. So what is your breaking point? When do you decide you really got to clean? There's a project I want to work on, my cart, and we'll go around the corner here. And yeah, a little bit more of the stuff. But yeah, just stuff all over the place, stuff on the floor. I just said to myself, I can't go through and create today. So yeah, this is a jumbled mess and a different project that I worked on. So yeah, so what is your breaking point? Or are you just clean all the time? I'd love to hear. All right, so I will be back in a moment and I will show you the end. All right, here is the end result. Quite happy. As you can see, I got my counter cleaned off. Makes me happy. I like to see that. And I didn't really get to anything in my bins. Those are all the scrap papers, so those are pretty much the same, but they're contained. And we'll go around the corner again. I worked on this container of stuff. There's a lot of things that weren't organized before. I didn't point it out, but now it is organized. And I didn't get to underneath here. I have a bin of my finished ephemera that I need to sort still, but I'll get to that at some point. It's, again, contained. We're good. Look at all that free space to work. I'm so excited. All right, and this area still looks like there's a lot of stuff, but it's organized, so we're good to go. Project's gone from there. Got a new garbage bag. Some old Joanne bags that I got from when the stores closed. Had a whole box of them, so I'm good to go for garbage. And I really didn't get to anything over here. My finished ephemera, I still got to straighten out, but everything else over here is pretty much the same. All right, so now I'm going to go through and I'm going to finish working on my Ko-fi freebies and get those all stamped, and I will be back to show you the outcome of those. All right, I got a chance to work on my Make Your Own Labels, free on Ko-fi. Link is below, and I've gone through and stamped them all. Now I'm going to link the previous video, or two videos, I'm not sure which one it was, where I showed, I actually stamped some on camera, but I wanted to show you what they look like before you stamp them so that you can see, and then I'm going to cut them and show you how cool they look when they're apart. So this is the darker one that had some invoices in the back. You can barely see them back there, but definitely a lot of grunge and a lot of fun on that one. And then I did the green one, which I did still use the black and not really black, morning mist versifying, and some of my ground espresso for the coffee stains. Just one color, but I think this one came out very cool. I'm excited to see when this gets cut apart what they look like. And then I did the lighter one, which was the one that had the background with the ledgers and some music on the background pre-done, and did some more stamping again with the morning mist and espresso. And then I did my colored one. Now this particular color one is on the sticker sheet, and I did do just a whole bunch of colors. If you saw it if you haven't seen the video and you look at the other one, I've got another sheet on there that's half the sheet is cool colors and the other half sheet is warm colors. And I then put warm colors on the warm and cool on the cool. This one, since it's all over, I've got blues and oranges, and there's some yellows in there and purples. So it's all the colors, and again, the ground espresso for the coffee stain. But again, I'm not going to cut this one apart because it is stickers. So actually, I probably could cut it apart. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, I think I will cut it apart because they're not pre-cut. So I will cut this one apart and have them separate. I'll know they're stickers just by the way. I'll just remember. All right, so I'm going to cut these, and I will be back and show you the cut versions. All right, I've got them all cut, and I could not be any happier than what I have right now. They are so much fun. just little, every single one has got something a little bit different on there. And that's really why I decided to make these like I did, because you know, each sheet you could print out and stamp on them, and every time you're going to have something different, something unique, something new. It's not the same old digital where they pre-printed and you print them and you get the same one over and over again. Not that there's anything wrong with them. I got a lot of those, but how fun would it be to go ahead and make your own? Now, like I said, when I did the full sheet, I did these grungy ones using black or brown, but there's no reason why you couldn't grungy them up and put, you know, a red all over it or blue all over it or something like that. But like, how fun are those? So that was the darker, grungier version. And here is the lighter one with the grids, the ledgers on there. I mean, look how fun that one is. It's got the little trim, ornate trim on the side. It's got a stamp. See the other side, a little bit of stuff in there. Here is one part of it that has the music part, and all it got stamped on it is one stamp on this one that says letter number, letter parcel number, whatever that says. But that is its whole sticker, whatever you want to call it, label. Just so fun. And like I said, each one is different. This ledger, same trim, part of that coffee dye, the figure, so cute, right? And again, each one, you go to print it again, or, you know, print the background that has that ledger and restamp it, and each one's different. So fun. I love them. I truly do. All right, green one, same thing. Just some great little stamps, the coffee dyes, stickers, etc. Just love it. Love it, love it, love it. And then the fun prints on there. I did end up cutting them. I don't know if I said during the video that I wouldn't, but then I decided to. And I did cut them, and they're just, I mean, look how fun. All the little colors on there, little prints. I mean, this one is even like so cute, right? I love them. So I just want to show you, I had this one that I happen to see sitting on my desk, this card. And what I ended up doing, this was a watercolor that I just was playing with, and nothing fancy. I ended up rounding the edges. I used one of my window stickers. There's a freebie out there for window stickers that they were meant for envelopes. They're printed on clear paper, but I pulled one out. It had some blues and pinks on there, and I thought this would be kind of fun to put on there. Now I do have, I used my VersaFine Clair and Warm Breeze teal color. That would be fun to ink this up. I don't use this one too often. It's such a bright blue, but I thought this would be perfect for it because of that in there. And then I've got this sticker. Figured I'd put a little bit of this on there to edge it. But this one, again, this was printed on the sticker paper instead of being glued. So it is just as simple as taking that, and let's put that right there on the edge for a little pop of color. Little purple sticker. That one has letters and numbers. Fun, right? Just so much fun. I have this sitting on the side of the road, on the side of my desk, and it was just a double-sided card, again with nothing fancy on it, but it just has a bunch of green, so I thought it'd be kind of fun to maybe put one of those green labels on there. Not completely fill it out or do it, but let's see, what do we got here? Or do we do a brown? There's brown up there. Maybe we do a brown. So many to choose from, right? Let's do that. All right. So a lot of times on labels, I will just nip the corners off just to make them look a little bit older. Now, when I first designed this, I don't know what you want to call it, digital, I was thinking about rounding the corners for the squares that are on there. But in the end, I decided not to, because if you didn't want to round them, you would have that look. But if you want to, they're done. And I'm just going to throw this on here. Not to say that something else wouldn't go on here too. But I am going to put this on there. Cute. I love it. I can't say enough of it. So, I did mention in the original video that if you have any thoughts on other versions that you would like, I'd be happy to make some. I did get a couple comments about bright color, so I'm working on those, where maybe that whole full sheet, and of course I cut them all apart, I don't have one. I think it had 10 rows. Like do 2 rows of colors, so you get pops of colors, you know, rows of reds, blues, greens, whatever, maybe a little bit darker than those colors. But yeah, so I'm starting working on that. But if you have any thoughts on other ideas, you want combinations, maybe do some steampunk, or putting some, you know, florals on the backgrounds, or something like that, you know, maps. I mean, my mind starts going. But if you have any thoughts on something you would like to see to make your own little snippets out of, please leave a comment below, or leave a comment on that original video where I showed this. Okay, well, that is going to be it for this video. I know it was kind of weird. It started with me cleaning my room, ending up showing the rest of this. But the reason I cleaned my room, like I said in the beginning, is because I wanted to do this. So, I think the next thing that I need to do is play with these some more, and maybe do a what's in my box kind of thing, where I do these and start using some of the stuff that I've made recently, and just have some fun with some stuff I've made recently. All right, well, that is going to be it for me today. Thanks so much for stopping by, and as usual, I hope you all have a wonderful and creative day. Bye for now.